Hi there, my name's Colin and this is the Action Figure Resource video channel, the place for all your action figure news, reviews, tutorials and guides. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy my videos. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Masters of the Universe line of figures, first released by Mattel in 1981. But before I start, don't forget to subscribe below. Smash that like button and click on the bell icon in order to be informed of all my future videos. If you'd like to donate to this channel in order that I can continue making videos, you can do so by clicking on the thank you button next to the bell icon below, or you can support the channel by joining the AFR Action Figure database. This database is the biggest and best on the internet, with more than 60,000 action figures individually listed with their release dates, rarity, accessories, manufacturer and historical value. You'll also find hundreds of video reviews, tutorials and guides. Okay, so let's get into today's video.
actionfigureresource.com. Yesterday's toys, today's treasures.
The Masters of the Universe line is often referred to as He-Man, or abbreviated to MOTU, M-O-T-U. This was a toy series created by the American toy company Mattel in early 1981. The franchise has since generated a variety of products, including, but not limited to, 6 lines of action figures, 4 animated TV shows, 1 feature live action film, as well as several comic series. The action figures were in most cases sold separately and packed individually with a transparent plastic clamshell on a cardboard backer. Each figure came with a mini comic as well as 1 or more accessory, such as weapons, staffs and shields. The back of the card backer had pictures and names of other Masters of the Universe figures available at the time. The backer cards for the first wave either featured 8 or 12 other figures pictured on the back. These are commonly referred to as a 12-back or 8-back figure. Wreathed alongside the action figures were also many vehicles, creatures, playsets and a number of accessory packs. Some of these were battery operated. All the figures, vehicles and playsets were available in the United States with a few exceptions. Certain figures, such as the 12-inch Megator and Titus, were produced in Italy and distributed in Europe only. The standard action figures were 5.5 inches tall and were, with a few exceptions, made of hard rubber and plastic. The majority of the figures had articulation in the neck, shoulders, hips and waist. Many of them also had an action feature, the battle action waist. As the figure was twisted at the waist, it would, with the help of a spring, allow the figure to spin back with a punch. Over the years, more action features were introduced with new figure releases, such as Ram Man's battering ram feature and Cobra Khan's water spraying feature. The early series action figures consisted of only 2 differently moulded chests, 1 pair of shorts and 3 sets of arms and legs. The action figures parts were subsequently mixed and matched in different colours for new figures. As the toy series progressed, more new molds were created and integrated into the toy line. But both body parts and accessories were often used multiple times for different figures. Mattel not only reused action figure parts to create new figures for the series, but they also used figure molds from other toy lines to make creatures like He-Man's trusted companion, the Tiger Battle Cat, and the Falcon Zor. The playsets, vehicles and creatures came in various sizes and price ranges, and many of them had one or more action feature. The largest and most expensive playset was the Eternia, which is today the most sought after playset in the Masters of the Universe toy line. The vehicles also varied in size and complexity, from the small Roton with its rotating saw blade to the large battery-operated walking spider. The He-Man figure was first released in 1982 as a member of the Heroic Warriors set. The main hero of Masters of the Universe, He-Man, was unlike any other action figure commonly found in stores in the early 1980s. While the 4-inch action figure was becoming more and more the norm thanks to the popularity of Kenner's Star Wars and Hasbro's G.I. Joe lines, He-Man stood at a whopping 5.5 inches tall, with a superhero-like body covered in hulking muscles and battle-ready squatting legs. He was purposely made to look bigger and stronger than all the other toys in an effort to grab attention. The design of this figure would set the stage for the entire line, with many of the figures released in the line over the next 5 years reusing the same basic body design. Aside from including removable armour and multiple weapons, He-Man also featured a spring mechanism in his waist. By turning the figure's waist while holding his arm, the figure would quickly snap back to place once the arm was let go, delivering a power punch to his foes. This power punch action feature is the most common in the line, recycled for many of the various figures released. The included Sword of Power accessory almost looks like it's held backward in his hand, due to the way it was made. As a result, a lot of kids posed He-Man holding the sword in his open hand, using the handguard to keep the sword clipped on, with the handle actually being on the outside of his hand. As a result, it's not uncommon to find loose swords on the aftermarket with broken handguards. The sword also had a unique feature, in which it is technically only half of the full Sword of Power. The purple version that came with his arch enemy Skeletor had the ability to fit together with He-Man's, creating the full Sword of Power. This is a direct tie-in to the story found in the included comics. For accessories, he came with a shield, sword and axe. There were several different mini-comics issued with He-Man. These were Battle in the Clouds, He-Man and the Insect People, He-Man and the Power Sword, He-Man meets Ram Man, King of Castle Grayskull, the Magic Stealer, the Menace of Trapjaw, and the Vengeance of Skeletor. A common variant of this figure is the one produced in Malaysia, which had some subtle differences, with the most notable being the handguard added to the axe accessory. The original He-Man figure can be found on either 8-back or 12-back cards. A couple of fun facts are that He-Man was not originally going to come with a sword, but a split sword was proposed by marketing for a commercial, and He-Man's Sword of Power was born. In one of the early marketing concepts for Masters of the Universe was that He-Man was going to be Skeletor's son. Please check here for current prices of this figure on the secondary market. Please note that all the prices here are for information purposes only and are not an offer or solicitation to buy any at these prices. The next figure we're going to be taking a look at is the original Skeletor figure. If you'd like to help support this channel, you can make a donation using the thanks button next to the bell icon below. Alternatively, you can join the AFR action figure database through the link in the description box below. The action figure resource database includes more than 60,000 individually listed action figures, giving information on their release dates, rarity, accessories, and historical values. There are also hundreds of video guides, reviews, and tutorials. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, bye for now.
actionfigureresource.com. Yesterday's toys, today's treasures.